Am I back? I definitely had a dropout signal a few minutes ago. Hiya, Kim. I think I lost quite a few people there. I hope they come back. Going through the hotel, as soon as I got outside, it sort of lost the signal. Anyhow, yeah, as I said, I'm going to walk into the main square here in Torremolinos. I don't know if there's much going to be going on. Hiya, Brummy, you're back. I don't know what happened there. I lost everybody. Hi, everyone. Yeah, the signal dropped out. I don't know why. Do you know what? It's surprising me how many places are open for January. I really thought that this was going to be closed. Torremolinos died a few years ago, about 15 years ago. It was a ghost town. There was not much going on, but they seem to have put a lot of work into Torremolinos. They pedestrianised a lot of areas, so therefore there's plenty of places to sit out and chill, even watch football if you want to. I'm surprised with the amount of places that are open. So do we have any questions? Anyone firing any questions? Do you know what, Brummy? It was one of them places years ago where it was like a cheap holiday. This area was like where everybody goes for cheap holidays. And then I think it phased out. I'd say around about the 90s, nobody really wanted to come to the Costa del Sol. And Costa Brava was another one. Oh yeah, look at the street behind me now, as you can see it. I'm going to go into the main square really first, and then I'll wander up and down where the shops are. Not everywhere is open, but there are quite a few bars open. Yeah, so it sort of died out in the 90s. Elaine, I've been here, I think, this has been my fourth, maybe fifth time. I used to arrange weekends with the staff in the hospital where I used to work years ago, and I used to arrange cheap weekends, and we used to just fly out to these places for Friday to Sunday. So it's probably a bit more, maybe about 7 times. Yeah, there's not much going on here. A couple of bars open over there, a couple of restaurants. But in the summer, the whole of this is booming. I was here, I think, in June or July when I did that video, and it was chocker. Hi, JBM. I'm in Torremolinos, in Spain. JBM is another YouTube channel, by the way, so if you want to check his channel out. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll go down the main shopping street, Calle San Miguel, which is the main shopping street. Runs right down the centre of Torremolinos. There's quite a lot of people here. But it will be. It's not a season place. It's not like Benidorm where people. Mind you, then again, Benidorm, the last video I did, it was like a ghost town. You've got to realise these places are out of season. As I was just saying, it's a lot quieter. Even in the peak season, it's a lot quieter than Benidorm. No, I didn't pay any tourist tax here for some reason. See, there's plenty of little bars, see? let's get past that blaring out music. Thank you, pal, for the super chat, the £5 super chat. Yes, I will get myself a coffee. Thank you very much. And I've got to say a thank you to Penny as well, because Penny, I know she hates me mentioning her name, but she bought me 5 coffees the other day. I'm going to be caffeined off my head. There is a link, by the way, on the page. If you look under the banner, there is a link to buy me a coffee if you wish to. And thank you to Penny for that. Yeah, it's a lot quieter, but we are, what, January the 25th? Hi Daniel, hi Brian. Yeah, I'm not going any further down this part of the streets because it's a bit quieter down here. Just down the very bottom there is the main steps that take you down to the beach. There's about 100 steps, so. But you don't have to go down, by the way, the steps, because a little bit further over that way is a lift that takes you down. I think you pay 50 cents or something like that, and it takes you down to the beach. The one thing about the shops is during the summer, I won't know till I come and do a video tomorrow, because I'm going to come out tomorrow and do a video walking around Torremolinos, so watch out for that. I'm not 100% certain if there's like little stalls normally on the steps selling goodies. Yeah, there's little stalls on the steps selling little goodies. I don't know if that's only during the summer or if they're going to be there tomorrow. It is sunny. I mean, 20 degrees today. It's just like any of these places, even Benidorm when I was there 2 weeks ago. It went to like 4 or 5 degrees at night time. Just drops all of a sudden. Yes, pal. I'm going to do a live when I know I'm not far off it now, but once I get into the 5,000 subs, I'll do a live from home, thanking everybody. Another little live. Yeah, it's getting there slowly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, little bar there, see? The name of the hotel, is that the hotel I'm staying in now? I'm in, last night I stayed, as I say, in a capsule one. Loved last night's one, watch out for that video. A futuristic capsule hotel. You've got to watch that video. Even the... Thanks JBM, thanks very much. Yeah, the capsule hotel last night, it was weird because a robot brought towels to me. Bit weird, watching the robot walking along speaking Spanish and winking at you. Do you know what, Julie? The live chats, I never really thought of them. I just thought of making the videos. I never really thought anybody would want to chat to me. So, I'm going to do more. Obviously going to do more. When I go to different countries, because it's nice to show you what these places are like. But as you can see, it's now it's about 8:15 here in Spain, and there are a few people shopping. Are we lane? I don't know. I love Poland. I actually do love Poland. But then again, I love Venice, and I haven't done a Venice video yet, but I'm going to pop out to Venice anyhow. Hopefully this year. Can I spin the camera around? I honestly thought that these shops would all be shut. Yeah, Bromley it is, isn't it? Yes, I've been to the Canaries. I think, I'm not 100% certain, but I think I'm going to Lanzarote in April, I think. Oh, that's bright, isn't it? Brian's off. Brian, was that when you worked down the mines? You had a couple of Canaries. I think Elaine's fed up looking at my face. I always call these Spanish tat shops, some of the stuff. Thank you, Daniel. Countries I'd like to visit? I don't know. There's quite a few that I'd like to go to. I'm tempted to go to Dubai or United Emirates, around that area I'm tempted to go to. I want to go to Italy and do a bit more of Italy. I fancy Florence, only because of the, I like old buildings and stuff like that. See, it's still sort of, for January, it's still got a bit of vibe, hasn't it, when you look at it? This is not the Torremolinos I knew 15 years ago. This was a road where I'm walking up now. This was a main road that the buses came down. And as you can see, it's a lot of cafe bars, a lot of people sitting around, a lot of people chilling. A weird statue of someone doing something. Massive big supermarket, get your shopping in. I'm trying to read the messages, but you're all having a conversation with each other. Time for bed. Yeah, the hotel I'm in at the present moment, the Chavantes, it's all inclusive. I got it at a really good price, but you'll have to watch the video for the price. So that's all your food, three meals a day, your breakfast, dinner, evening meal. All the snacks as well, we serve snacks constantly all day long. All the local spirits, beers and wines. Yeah, exactly, Elaine. I didn't realise till I turned up here how busy the place is. I was thinking it was going to be like Benidorm. Oh, Kim, I fancy that as well. I fancy Egypt. Definitely fancy Egypt. Um, there's so many places in the world. Yes, it's busier than I thought. Right, I'm coming to the end of the road now. I'm going out onto what looks like a bit of a dual carriageway. So I'm going to spin back round and come back down where I've just walked. So what do you think of Torremolinos, even though it's January? Well, are we talking, Brian, are you talking about the likes of me paying the supplements for each room? If I'm on my own, you can understand it, they're going to charge you because, yeah, it did look dead, pal. But it was busy in the day. It was just sort of night time, it went a bit quiet. I can understand if you're taking a full room up that they can charge for 2 people to stay in. They're not gonna, otherwise everybody would be, think about it, everybody would just be booking single rooms. Especially if you don't like sleeping with your partner. You'd end up booking separate rooms if you're going to get them for the same price. It's like anything, isn't it? You always get it a bit cheaper if there's 2 of you doing it. But that's I have to pay the price because most of these most of these videos that I do and travel to is on my own. So, well, I'm back in Benidorm. Oh, by the way, talking about Benidorm, when I did my live from Benidorm, I told you that I was doing five 4-star hotels. Well, the first 4-star hotel video will be up on Sunday. Well, I don't think I paid, just looking at that bar, I don't think I paid, when I tell you the price for this one, you'll have to watch the video, for all inclusive, I don't think I paid a bad price. So watch out for that one. Anyhow, as I was saying, Sunday is the start of the 5 4-star hotels. But in 3 weeks' time, I'm back in Benidorm and I'm doing 5 more 4-star hotels. And the reason why I'm doing that is I was going to go back and do 5 3-star hotels. But I found hotels 4-star for cheaper prices than the 3 stars. So that's the reason why I'm going to do more 4 stars. Julie, I've been to Mallorca. That's another thing when you go to islands. I'm just walking up here to see. I remember years ago there was an Irish bar here. Yeah, it's still here. Little Irish, Bailey's Irish bar there. Yeah, I've been to Mallorca, but the problem with the islands, the likes of Menorca and Mallorca, they're so expensive. Once you get there, they're very expensive islands. Oh, penny, I don't know. I think in Thailand, when I was in Thailand, I came out of I was on the island PP, and I came out the water in a pair of shorts. And when you look at the photograph, it looks like a fatter version and an older version of Daniel Craig. But I didn't get the job, anyhow. But PP was beautiful. Do you know what, Brian? I don't think you're far off there. I was looking for August for a fortnight in one of the 4-star hotels, and for 2 people to stay. I'm not going to name the hotel. Search and do it yourself. Yeah, pal, I've been to Thailand a few times. In a way, I wish I'd started this channel because I did a backpacking across Thailand. Yeah, I was looking for a 4-star hotel. Just get a price for August. And one hotel for 2 people. Okay, it was half board, but for 2 weeks in August, they wanted £2,800 just for the hotel, which is ridiculous for 2 weeks in Benidorm. Yeah, well, that one I was a bit, Elaine, I was a bit wary about putting that video up because I thought to myself, I just didn't like that hotel. But then I put it up, let you see what it was. I mean, it was, you know, as people have said, was it a death trap? You're literally in front of the window, in a cellar. The fact that you couldn't even, and by the way, I didn't mention this, but I actually cut my leg on a nail on the bed. Yes, believe it or not, I cut my leg on this nail. I had to knock the nail in myself because it caught my leg. I should have gone upstairs and complained about it, but I was only there for the winter wonderland, and that's why I stayed in that hotel. The problem with Benidorm is you've got to search. If you're wanting to go to the problem is I found that the likes of the 4-star hotels, they are hitting you with a price because they can get it. And this is all been a snowball from COVID. And I'm not just picking on Spain, I'm picking on the fact that every country has jumped on the bandwagon that people wanted holidays, so they were willing to pay the price. Now, I've heard of the Chatter guys, but I don't know who they are. And Jeff Carter, I've seen his name pop up on the videos. I try not to watch other people's videos. I've noticed there's somebody going around copying basically where I go to, they go to. Not far afterwards. I don't know why. And I'm thinking it's getting a bit paranoid here. Why are they following me? Yeah, you can do. I've been to Cancun. I didn't like it. I wasn't fussed on it. Okay, 5-star hotel, 5 swimming pools, concentration camp basically. You can't go out after a certain time at night unless you're in a group, and they take you around all the most expensive bars. But I understand what you're saying. You can go to Cancun in Mexico, cheaper. Now I don't really get where they're going with the prices. As I was saying, this has been a snowball effect from people that were locked up for 2.5 years and basically had surplus money, and they jumped on the bandwagon of charging. And that's just not just Benidorm, as I say, this is all around the world. They just jumped on that bandwagon of hitting you with high price, and people were willing. They just wanted to get away. They were fed up being locked up, so they paid the prices. And I think Benidorm, it was one of those places that thought we can make a few bob. The problem is it'll backfire. No, Cancun, I don't know. People say, oh, Mexico. And, you know, I went to Cancun. Lovely hotel. Entertainment was like blue coats. They didn't have a clue what they were doing. It was just the staff in the hotel trying to entertain you. You know, 3 swimming pools, 5 restaurants, but you're stuck on a complex. Literally, a lot of those hotels have their own portion of a beach, and you can't get to the beach unless you go through the hotel. Like, you can't walk onto the beaches. You have to go through your hotel to get to your beach. A little bit restricted, and the fact that you can't go out. That was the same in Rio. When I went to Rio, that was not allowed out after 6 o'clock at night. I know, because I'm trying to read the messages, I'm pointing at the floor. Do you know what? It's like anything, Elaine. It's like the food prices back in England now. They said that they turned around and said that, you know, they were going to go up with the inflation. And this was all to do with petrol and HGV costs of transporting food around. But, you know, that's all. The petrol's come down. Why is the food still up there? It's like anything. Once they go up, do they come back down again? Or is it a case of, you know, they're willing to pay it, leave it there? So I'm not sure if the holidays will be the same. See, the thing is, Brian, I'm not recommending places. I'm showing you places that I'm going to. I wouldn't like people to go on holiday and have the worst holiday ever based on me showing you the video. It's like any place. You can go anywhere and think, oh, this is fabulous. Look at that video, it looks brilliant. And when you get there, it might not be for you. Yeah, I'm not going to say what I've got planned coming up, because somebody will probably do it. But it involves water. It involves travelling. Yeah, that's the problem. As I said, I'm getting a bit of a complex. This person seems to be doing basically the same places as me, even the same hotels. And I'm like, have you got no imagination? Thanks, Penny. Yeah, the hotel I'm staying in at the present moment as well has got English channels. I had lunch today, that was quite nice. I've got till 10 o'clock Spanish time to have my evening meal, so I'm going to finish this in about 10 minutes time, and that'll give me just over an hour to have my evening meal before they stop it. Now, do you know what? I'm not that particularly bothered. I'm just, you know, when you're looking at your videos and you put your video name in to have a look at, like, say, a hotel, their video comes up right next door to yours, and it's like the week after I've put mine up, and I'm like, what? Why have you put the same video? What, you know, people are allowed to do what they want. They're entitled to do what they want. They can do their own videos as much. But when you're putting a video up and then the week after they've done exactly the same hotel, Brian, a lot of my bookings to keep the costs down on these. I mean, my flight out to Malaga, it was the last minute. I booked this on Tuesday to come out on Wednesday, and I paid return from Liverpool to Malaga £37. But I don't take baggage, so that keeps the cost down. The hotel itself, all inclusive, is a ridiculous price. I'm paying more tomorrow night for another hotel I'm staying in, half board. But I like the look of it, so I'm going to give it a go. The pod that I stayed in yesterday was ridiculously cheap, but there was no food included in that. But £37 for the flight to Malaga, return by the way. Yes, I've never been to Malta. I've looked at it. I've never been there, but apparently it's a tourist attraction now because of the TV series Game of Thrones. Apparently a lot of it was shot there. I've got an uncle who's been to Malta and hated it. He said it's literally a rock and that's it. But I don't know, never been. See, the other thing, Brian, about me, I could I could guide you through booking a holiday, but depends on what part of the country you live in. So the prices that I get might not be the prices that you get. If you're down London way, they have a tendency to be even cheaper again. No, but I mean, I'm not that bothered. What I'm saying to you is, use your imagination. If you're just gonna, if they're gonna look at my channel and see I've got X amount of views on a video, I wouldn't class that as, the incentive to go and do the same place. What somebody gets, some people, I'll turn back around because I'm very close to the hotel again there. It's like me looking at someone's channel and seeing that they've got, I don't know, 50,000 views on it. So I go and do the video. Does that mean I'm getting 50,000 views? It doesn't work that way. I might get 1,000 views for the same video, for the same place. Yeah, Prague's on my list as well. I wouldn't mind trying that. I've been to Thailand 5 times. I got fed up with the travelling. It's 17 hours. Basically, between airports and planes, it was 17 hours. I did have a delay on one, and it took me 32 hours to get to Thailand. And that just totally destroyed me. The thing with Thailand is it depends where you want to go. I mean, I travelled through Thailand for a fortnight, and I did Krabi, Patong, Katong, Karong, Phi Phi. I've been to Pattaya, Pattaya, if you want to call it that way. I'm trying to think where else. Jomtien, Bangkok. It depends where you want to go. I've been to America a couple of times, yeah. Well, Florida mostly because of the my children. But I'm a bit Floridaed out at the moment. I'm getting a bit tired of the rides. And that's a very expensive place. Absolutely ridiculous, Florida. Right, Brian, a quick guide of how I do it. I look for the flights first, because it's pointless booking a hotel unless you know where you're going. And guarantee your flights. So if you're not particularly worried about where you want to go, you go on the internet. Now I use a site, now I'm not being promoted for this, I use a site called Skyscanner. And that will tell you the cheapest flight out at the time that you want to go. Now the problem with that is it's a third party search engine. They hold nothing about that booking. All you do is you click on that and that'll tell you where you need to go to. But with it being a third party, this is where you can come a cropper. They don't always link through to the, just say for instance, say the flight was with Ryanair. Now they'll click you through to Ryanair, but you've got to be very careful with the email address that you use, because if you book it via that, it might not link with Ryanair. This is the problem. They'll give you a proxy. Be careful, they can give you a proxy email address which will not match your booking. So what I do is I'll look on Skyscanner, find out the flights I want to go, and then I go direct to where they're recommending. So don't click through Skyscanner, go direct to Ryanair, EasyJet, depending where you're going. Go direct. You'll normally find that you'll get the same flights, but they'll be slightly a bit dearer. Then I find the central point of where I want to go. So say like I've flown to Malaga, I then find the central point. Obviously I was staying in Malaga, I'm staying in Torremolinos. I'm not going down Medina or Fuengirola, I'm staying in Torremolinos. So I look there for the hotels. Unfortunately this time of the year not many hotels are open in Torremolinos, but I wanted to come to the Cervantes, and then you look for the best transport to get you from places to places. Believe it or not, Uber, it works in so many countries now, and you can just, if it's not Uber, what's the other one called? I can't think. It'll come to me in a minute. If it's not Uber, there's another one that you can go on. What's it called? I can't think. But with Malaga, you just come, it's so easy with Malaga. You come out the airport and directly across the road is the train station. And it cost me €2.55 to come from the train, from the airport to Torremolinos, and you pop up right in the centre. This building here, believe it or not, it's a train station. So for €2.55 you end up right in the centre of Torremolinos. So that's how I book it. Skyscanner first to find out the flights, then I go to direct to the companies and book it through them. Yeah. With my grandson, I couldn't believe that my son wanted to go to America with Henry, who was 10 months at the time. Like, he'd know any difference. But I don't think it was anything to do with Henry, I think it was Adam. Yeah, so go direct to the flight site, book that, and then do a search engine again for your hotels. I always find if you put in the hotels, put the name in Google search, that will take you to a drop down and you'll find all the companies that are offering that hotel. And the prices vary. You know, they vary a lot. So you'll get the same room off so many different companies at different prices. Yes, the channel membership, there are two levels. One is $2.99, the other one is $3.99. And you will see when Penny's little thing comes up, she gets little crests which change each month with how long you remember, and you get certain emojis. Coming up very shortly for channel memberships, you will have early access to all the videos, so you'll probably get them a day before they go live. Yeah, so it's $2.99 for the basic channel membership and $3.99 for the level 2. Now the level 2, the only difference between each one is you'll get the stickers and you get the emojis on both, but the $3.99, your username on YouTube comes up in the end credits of every video from the moment you sign up. So there's your two memberships, $2.99 for level 1 and $3.99, and the only difference is between the extra pound is your name comes up on all the videos. Yeah, trains are very cheap. Now, the reason why I came to Malaga was I was looking at going to 18 miles away from Liverpool is a place called Southport, and I was going to go there and do a hotel. And believe it or not, a hotel for one night in Southport, bed, breakfast and evening meal, came up dearer than the all-inclusive hotel that I'm staying in now. So it was a no-brainer. I wasn't going amongst the storm times. We just had the storm, what's it called? Was it Jocelyn or something? And I thought standing in a storm in Southport or walking around Torremolinos. Yeah, Julie's a member and Penny's a member as well. You can see they've got little crests next to the names. Well, it's down to the people who are viewing Penny, isn't it? I can't force anybody to become a member. It's dead simple to actually join. There's a join button on the main page of my site. And as I said, very shortly, I'm just sorting it out now. When the video comes up, you'll probably get it to an hour or 2 hours before it goes live. You'll be able to watch it before anybody else. A little incentive. Yeah, Turkey's prices have gone up a lot. The only problem with Turkey as well, I went to Marmaris and I really didn't like Marmaris. I'll show you that. There's the train station there, this glass building. And my hotel is that one there. So you literally come up out the ground and you go there. Yeah, Turkey, the problem with Turkey, it took, by the time we got to Manchester Airport, the travelling, and then when I think it was Dalaman we landed in, and then it took so long getting through Dalaman, then you had to pay a crispy £10 note to the security guard to get through. I don't know what that was all about. Then we got on the coach, and the coach had only been going about 5 minutes, and we stopped off at his brother's carpet factory. And I think it took something like 12 hours in the end to get from Manchester to Turkey. And I thought, this is just too much messing about. Thanks, Penny. Thanks, Julie. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I've been on, even though I did lose the very first 5 minutes of the video, I've had to cut that one off. I'm going to make my way back now to my hotel because it's coming up to probably 8 o'clock in the UK, which is 9 o'clock in Spain. And by the time I get up here now, I'll cut it off at the White Bull. I'll say ta-ra to everybody. I will be going live, obviously, once I reach the 5,000, I'll go live again. Hi Kaz, what's that? I've inspired you to visit Europe this year. Yes, go for it. Go for it. Oh, they've dropped to £10, which shows you how long ago I went to Marmaris. I didn't like it. I just didn't like well, I'll tell you something about it. The first bar I went into, we ordered 2 bottles of FS, and he charged us the equivalent of £48. And I actually pulled him up and got the money back. And he actually turned around and said, oh, it's the guy on the till. The person that was on the till is a robber, and he does it all the time. So they thought it was quite funny to rip off. And this was in the hotel. They thought it was quite funny to rip off their customers in the hotel. And we'd literally been in Turkey quarter of an hour, actually at the hotel, and they nearly charged us 50 quid for 2 bottles of lager. So that put me off the place before we even started. Yeah, just go for it. If you've got the ability and you like travelling, I'd suggest to everybody to do it. Life's too short. Here you go, Penny. I'll see you later. I'll just linger on for 5 more minutes. I'll show you the White Bull. Yeah, the thing is, the more people that hit the bell, the likes, that just pushes YouTube to push it out to more people. That's all it's about. It costs nothing. As I keep saying, to subscribe, it costs you absolutely nothing. To hit the bell costs you nothing. The bell will only give you notifications. I found with YouTube lately, though, the notifications are going out like a day after the video's already gone up. So I don't know what's going on there. I can imagine so. Well, I took off in hurricane, whatever the last one, not hurricane, storm. I took off from Liverpool in that. Is it Juliet? Not Juliet, what was it called? Jocelyn or something like that. I took off in that at 5:45 in the morning. Right in front you can see the White Bull. But I'm going to say a big thank you to everyone, especially thank you to everyone for the super chats. Thank you for tuning in. Watch out when I hit 5,000. I might, well, obviously I'm still in Spain, so I'm not going to go live again. It'll probably be sometime in the middle of next week. There's me white bull. Yeah, so thank you very much for the super chats. Thank you to anyone if they decide to join. And keep watching the channel. Keep pushing it out there. Keep recommending it. There's the white bull. So as I said, I'm going to say goodnight from here in Torremolinos. Thanks for watching. Look out for the memberships. Just look at it. Just click on the memberships and have a little look. You don't have to join. It's up to you. I'll leave it up to you. Good night to everyone. The worst B&B. Checking under the bed. Ugh. That's not very nice. Anyhow, I'll catch you in the next video. Watch out. As I said, this Sunday is the first of the 5 4-star hotels that I stayed in a couple of weeks ago in Benidorm. So watch out for that one. I'm off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.